My beloved child, God says. Don't scroll. If this message found you today, it wasn't an accident. Stay until the end because heaven is revealing something your heart has been waiting to understand. There is someone connected to your destiny whose soul has reached a breaking point. While the world believes they are strong, I see the tears they hide when no one is watching. They have whispered your name in silence more times than you could ever imagine. They never expected to care this deeply, but love has a way of reaching places that pride could never protect. Right now, they are carrying emotions that have become too heavy to hide. The distance between you has become a burden they can no longer ignore. Every memory of you reminds them that something precious is missing from their life. They are beginning to realize that every path they tried without you only led them back to the same empty feeling. I have been allowing this moment because sometimes a heart must be broken before it is willing to receive the blessing I prepared from the beginning. Do not mistake these tears for weakness. They are the beginning of transformation. What has been locked inside their heart for so long is finally coming to the surface. The walls they spent years building are starting to fall, and the truth they once feared is becoming impossible to deny. Stay with this message, because what happens next may completely change the way you see your future together. My beloved child, God says. The tears they are shedding are not only because they miss you. They are grieving the opportunities they allowed fear to steal from them. They replay conversations that never happened, messages they never sent, and moments when they almost reached out but convinced themselves to stay silent. Now they understand that silence has a cost. Every day without you has taught them a lesson they could not learn any other way. I have been working in the hidden places of their heart, exposing every fear, every insecurity, and every lie that kept them from walking toward the future I planned. There were people who filled their mind with doubt, telling them to move on, to forget, to give up, but my voice has become louder than every opinion around them. Even in the middle of the night, when everything becomes quiet, your memory returns with undeniable strength. They cannot escape what I have placed inside their spirit. This is why they are breaking down. They are no longer fighting the truth. They are finally admitting that what they feel is real, and that losing the chance to be with you would be one of the greatest regrets of their life. Do not become discouraged by what you cannot yet see. I am moving behind the scenes in ways your eyes cannot recognize. Every tear they cry is softening their heart. Every sleepless night is preparing them to make a decision they once believed was impossible. What seems delayed is actually being carefully arranged by my hand, and when the right moment arrives, you will understand why I never allowed this story to end before its appointed time. My beloved child, God says. There is something your soulmate has never admitted to anyone. They have imagined what it would feel like to finally stand before you with nothing left to hide. They have rehearsed the words in their mind countless times, yet fear always interrupted before courage could speak. But that season is coming to an end. The weight they have been carrying has become greater than the fear of being vulnerable. I am teaching them that real love cannot grow where truth is hidden. They are beginning to understand that honesty is the only path that leads to the future I prepared for both of you. The tears falling from their eyes are washing away old pride, old pain, and old excuses. They are remembering the little signs I placed along their journey that pointed them toward you. Moments they once ignored now make perfect sense. They see how I protected this connection even when both of you felt confused. They are realizing that every delay had a purpose and every closed door was preventing something that would have harmed your future. Do not believe that. Nothing is happening simply because you cannot see it. My work is often invisible before it becomes undeniable. While you are waiting, I am reshaping hearts, removing obstacles, and aligning circumstances that no human could arrange alone. The day is approaching when hidden emotions will become spoken words and silent prayers will become visible answers. Stay faithful, keep your heart open, and refuse to let disappointment replace hope, because I am still writing this story, and what I have planned is greater than anything either of you could have imagined. My beloved child, God says, I know there were moments when you wondered if they had forgotten you. I saw every unanswered question, every quiet prayer, and every time you tried to convince yourself to stop caring. But what you could not see was that I was working in the places where human eyes cannot reach. Your soulmate has been fighting battles they never spoke about. They have smiled in front of others while carrying a storm inside. Every attempt to move forward without facing the truth only made the emptiness grow stronger. Now they are reaching a moment where pretending is no longer possible. Their heart is crying out for peace. And that peace begins with honesty. I am removing the fear that kept them trapped for so long. I am breaking chains of regret, pride, and confusion that once controlled their decisions. Soon, they will understand that delaying what I have placed in their heart only delays their own healing. Do not let impatience steal your faith. The story is not over because I have not spoken. The final chapter. What seems impossible today can change in a single unexpected moment. When my timing arrives, watch carefully over the coming days, because I will place signs, opportunities, and moments of clarity before both of you. A conversation that once seemed impossible may suddenly become natural. A door that looked permanently closed may quietly begin to open. When that happens, remember this message and know that I was preparing everything long before either of you realized it. Stay with me, trust my timing, and keep your heart ready, because the breakthrough you have been praying for is closer than it appears. My beloved child, God says, your soulmate is beginning to understand that every tear they have cried has been leading them to this very moment. The pain they once tried to bury is now revealing the truth they can no longer ignore. They have reached the point where running from their feelings hurts more than facing them. I have allowed this awakening because I do not waste tears. Every tear has been softening their heart, removing the fear that once controlled them, and preparing them to step into the purpose I have written for their life. They are thinking about you far more than you realize. Small reminders appear throughout their day, and each one gently pulls their heart back to the connection they tried to forget. They now see that what they believed was coincidence was actually my hand guiding them toward clarity. Even when they felt lost, I never stopped leading them. Even when they questioned everything, I was quietly arranging what they could not yet understand. The day is coming when silence will no longer be enough. What has remained hidden inside their heart will begin to seek a voice. The burden they have carried alone is becoming too heavy, and the desire to speak the truth is growing stronger with every passing day. Do not allow doubt to replace your faith. Trust that I am working even when nothing seems to be changing. My timing is never late, and my plans are never empty. Keep your heart filled with peace, continue walking in faith, and remember that the greatest miracles often begin in complete silence before they are revealed for everyone to see. If this message has touched your spirit, take a moment to subscribe and stay connected. Because the next message may be the encouragement heaven has prepared just for the season you are walking through. My beloved child, God says, the moment your soulmate has been resisting is drawing closer than they realize. Their heart is becoming restless because my spirit continues to remind them of the purpose I placed within this connection. They have tried to distract themselves with work, responsibilities, and the noise of everyday life, but every quiet moment brings them back to the same truth. Your name still carries peace in their heart. Your memory still awakens hope they thought had disappeared. This is not by accident. I am gently leading them away from fear and toward courage. The tears they have cried are no longer tears of confusion alone, they are becoming tears of surrender. They are beginning to release old wounds, forgive past mistakes, and believe that redemption is still possible. What once looked impossible is slowly becoming believable because I am changing their perspective from the inside out. Do not measure my work by what you can currently see. Some of my greatest miracles happen long before they become visible. I am opening doors that no one can shut and closing doors that would only bring pain. I am protecting both of your hearts while preparing the right moment for truth to be revealed. When that moment comes, it will feel as though pieces of a puzzle have suddenly fallen into place. You will look back and realize that every delay, every unanswered question, and every season of waiting had a purpose beyond your understanding. So remain faithful, keep your heart free from bitterness, and continue trusting me with what you cannot control. I am writing a testimony that will remind you forever that my plans are always greater than your fears, and my timing is always worth the wait. My beloved child, God says. I want you to remember this whenever doubt tries to enter your heart. I have never lost sight of you, and I have never forgotten the prayers whispered through your tears. Even when you believed heaven was silent, I was moving pieces into place that you could not yet see. Your soulmate is standing at the edge of a decision that will change more than they realize. They can no longer ignore the voice within them calling them toward truth. The burden they have carried in secret has become too heavy, and every day they remain silent, their heart grows more restless. I am replacing fear with courage, regret with wisdom, and confusion with clarity. The person who once hesitated is slowly becoming someone willing to take a step of faith. Do not be surprised if unexpected events begin unfolding around you, because I often use ordinary moments to reveal extraordinary answers. A simple message, an unexpected encounter, or a conversation that seems small could become the beginning of something you have prayed about for a long time. Stay alert, but do not become anxious. Trust me instead of your emotions. Because feelings may change, but my promises remain faithful. Continue walking with hope. Continue choosing peace over fear, and continue believing that what I have started, I am able to complete. The story is not ending in heartbreak but in purpose, and the tears that have been falling today will one day become tears of gratitude for everything I have done behind the scenes. If this message has encouraged your heart, subscribe and stay with us, because the final part contains a powerful reminder that you will not want to miss. My beloved child, God says. As this message comes to an end, I want you to carry one truth with you wherever you go. Nothing that I have planned for your life can be stolen when you continue to trust me. Your soulmate's tears are not the end of their story, they are the beginning of a new chapter. I have seen every hidden emotion, every sleepless night, every silent prayer, and every moment they wished they had chosen differently. I am able to redeem what seems broken and restore what appears lost. Do not let fear convince you that hope has disappeared, because I am still working. Even when everything around you feels quiet, the waiting has not been meaningless. Every delay has been preparing both of your hearts for a future built on honesty, maturity, and lasting peace. When the right time comes, what has been hidden will no longer remain in darkness. Truth will replace uncertainty, courage will overcome fear, and the lessons learned through pain will become the foundation of something stronger than either of you imagined. So do not lose your faith. Lift your eyes toward heaven, keep walking with confidence, and allow my peace to guard your heart. I know the ending of this story, and my plans are always filled with hope. One day you will look back at this season and understand why I asked you to keep believing when nothing made sense. Until then, stay close to me, choose love over fear, and remember that I am always guiding every step you take. If this message spoke to your heart, write, "I trust God's timing" in the comments as a declaration of faith. Share this message with someone who needs hope today, and subscribe for more uplifting messages that strengthen your spirit. May God's peace, wisdom, protection, and abundant blessings remain with you today and always. Amen.